If you're fascinated by Chinese mythology and modern gaming, you'll find Black Myth Wukong's plot captivating. It weaves a rich tapestry with threads of legend, philosophy, and tradition. Beyond the surface-level gameplay, there are subtle cultural details throughout that you might have missed, which can elevate your experience to the next level. These nuggets of Chinese heritage transform each frame into a learning opportunity and every interaction into a cultural exchange. In this video, we'll uncover some of these hidden gems, exploring how they enrich the gaming experience and offer a window into China's rich cultural heritage. In the game, players use the Keeper's Shrine to save their progress. These shrines appear frequently throughout the game, but have you ever paid attention to the ritual of placing incense? In Taoism, 3 incense sticks are typically used, symbolizing respect for highest deities in the Taoist pantheon, as well as reverence for heaven, earth, and human. When offering incense, one shouldn't blow it out with their mouth because human breath is considered impure due to the variety of foods consumed. Instead, the incense should be waved until the flame goes out. When placing incense, worshippers should use their left hand. In traditional Chinese culture, auspicious affairs favor the left, while inauspicious affairs favor the right. This detail is reflected in the game, where the destined one holds their weapon in their right hand and the incense in their left. Then why does the destined one offer a single incense stick rather than the traditional 3? This intricate detail carries multiple layers of significance. First, offering a single incense stick signifies one has achieved spiritual awakening or a transcendental state through practice. It's a way of expressing to various gods and immortals one's readiness to accept their challenges, face any divine test, and invite them to evaluate one's spiritual journey. Although the destined one is not Wukong, they inherit the great sage's legacy. This aligns perfectly with Wukong's rebellious nature and fearless willingness to challenge authority. For ordinary people, offering a single incense stick would be seen as provocative. Second, Sun Wukong's master is Patriarch Sabati, also known as Puti, and Wukong's self-proclaimed title of Great Sage, equal to heaven, is tacitly approved by the celestial court. This places his status very high in the Taoist immortal hierarchy. The shrine is for land keepers, so offering incense there isn't a typical act of worship. It's more like to summoning the keeper, a rather condescending consultation behavior. Opening coffins is a way to obtain items, advance side quests, or explore hidden content in the game. While you may have seen similar mechanics in other games, there's a unique cultural aspect here. In Chinese, the word coffin sounds similar to official position and wealth, creating a subtle wordplay. The coffin design in the game is also distinctive, differing from typical Chinese coffins. Its unique feature is a lid that's higher on one side, giving it an upward-looking appearance. This design is reminiscent of a special type of coffin found in certain regions of China. The reason for this upward-sloping design is its embodiment of the concept of ascension. The raised part of the coffin symbolizes rising, suggesting a journey towards the heavens. The first relic players collect is the Eye of the Great Sage, which takes the form of a peculiar bird called the Chongming bird, a sacred creature in ancient Chinese myths. Shaped like a chicken but singing like a phoenix, this bird has 2 pupils in each eye. It possesses great strength, capable of fighting wild animals and exorcising evils. In the original Journey to the West, Wukong has fiery eyes and golden pupils, which grant him the ability to see great distances in a clairvoyant manner and spot evils at a glance. The choice of the Chongming bird as a symbol for Wukong's eye relic perfectly embodies these attributes. This also ties in with the ending cutscenes of the first chapter, titled Seeing, highlights Elder Jinqi's tragic flaw, his ability to see, and his subsequent desire for what he sees. This, combined with the eye being the first obtainable relic in the opening chapter, creates a compelling contrast with the game's story. The second relic players collect is the ear, which takes the form of a xun, one of China's oldest musical instruments. The xun is an egg-shaped aerophone, originally crafted from baked clay, stone, or bone. Its sound deep, simple, and sincere. In Taoism, the xun is considered one of the instruments closest to replicating the sounds of nature. The Chapter 2 finale, titled Deaf Ear, corresponds to the ear relic players obtain. Some players may find the Chapter 2 story is very complex, with each character presenting a unique tale, potentially causing confusion. However, this complexity is intentional. In situations where numerous voices vie for attention, failing to listen carefully and rushing to judgment is akin to deafness. This theme explains both the ending cutscene's title and the significance of the ear relic in this chapter. The symbol of the nose in Chapter 3 is a fish with 1 head and 10 bodies. In the Classic of Mountains and Seas, a Chinese classic text, and a compilation of mythic geography and beasts, there are 2 creatures with this image, the Helofish and the Zifish. Both fish have medicinal properties, but with different effects. The Zifish, in particular, can relieve stomach distension and, to put it bluntly, stop farting. This aligns with the name of the finale cutscene in Chapter 3, Fart. Chapter 3's main storyline focuses on Yellowbrow. As mentioned in my previous video, Yellowbrow inverts cause and effect, believing that faith is fragile while desire is eternal. By using desire to drive behavior and accepting it as truth, Yellowbrow's so-called truth becomes nothing more than a fart. The tongue relic, represented by the lotus seed pod. With its unique blend of bitter and sweet flavors, the lotus seed pod serves as a metaphor for life's complexity and duality. In Chinese tradition, the lotus seed pod is revered as a symbol of purity, fertility, and love. Upon closer inspection, you'll notice something peculiar. The acquired relic should have 7 seeds, yet 1 is conspicuously absent. Given Game Science's meticulous attention to detail, this cannot be a mere oversight. Revisiting the love story between Bajie and the violent spider in Chapter 4, we learned that the violent spider had 6 sisters. This parallel between the missing seed and the game's plot may be significant. Chapter 4 ends with the violent spider's apparent death. But is she truly gone? Has Bajie hidden that lotus seed? While this detail may not find explicit support in subsequent gameplay, it still leaves players with ample room for imagination. The body relic is shaped like a pig with heads on both the front and back. The Classic of Mountains and Seas records a creature called Bing Feng that has a similar appearance. When it attempts to move, its 2 heads pull in opposite directions, causing the creature to remain stuck in place. This imagery could symbolize Wukong's inner conflict, a clash of opposing thoughts leaving him to struggle in place, unable to move forward. Finally, the freed mind is the final relic players can acquire. Nothing represents this better than the incantation of the Golden Hoop. It accompanies Wukong on his journey to the west, while simultaneously serving as the shackles of his destiny. Reclaiming the incantation of the Golden Hoop signifies Wukong regaining his freedom.